Essentially everything everybody else says no to, you say yes.
Yes, that's my goal.
You guys have slept in the factory?
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, only one time, so many times.
Some things might not come out perfect and they'll bring them to you guys to fix. We've gone to some factories in LA, but they weren't as full service as this one.
This is my dream.
Where are we going?
Yo, we're heading over to our bankroll factory. We get very creative, from like marketing to manufacturing, thinking blanks. Just something really cool. Today I'm gonna be walking you through the factory, showing you some really cool projects we're working on. Come join me.
It's funny because me and Chris actually used to work together. Where did we work?
We used to work at L'Oreal. We started as interns and we went all the way to the management program.
And now we met up where we used to work. We're in Hudson Yards.
Yup.
Chris is taking us to y'all's factory. You want to tell them a little bit about the factory?
So a little bit about the factory. We've been working on so many cool projects. We're working with brands like Who Decides War, Noah, Siegelman Stable. My uncle started the factory. He came from Ecuador. We had nothing, and slowly from one screen printing press to one sewing machine, now we have a whole factory, and we've been able to be part of the culture and just impact it in such a cool way.
Now we're going to the factory.
Yeah, now we're going to the factory, which is gonna be super cool. We got screen printing, cut and sew. It's gonna be something cool. I really want you guys to see this. This is where all the screen printing magic happens. You see we have a few people working on a few screens. We got our automatic over there. If you need 2,000 orders, you need 5,000 orders, 10,000 orders, bro, we got you all covered. I remember right here, Wilson, you started with one machine, right?
Yeah, I started doing a little bit, but by myself, and then just little by little increasing all the machines. As you see, I'm new over here in this country, and I'm trying to do my best, but just
When did you start this business?
1993.
Wow, that's a long time.
1993.
And it started with one machine?
With one machine, without money, just doing it myself, and when another guy who helped me to do that thing.
What was the first machine?
One of the ones in the single machine I have on the back.
You still have it?
Yeah, I still have it. I still have it.
Yeah, one machine and one dream. That's all you need, bro. You have one dream. Don't give up on it. Believe it. Crazy things can happen to anyone.
I want to show which machine I started first. Over here I have it. Let me see, where is the machine? This is the one machine I have it here.
This is the one machine you started with?
I used to have it. And then little by little I have one of these, one of this. Now we have complete technology. We have machines to do seamless from Italy. From Magpie. You can see all the machines over there, same sealing machines.
Wow, wait, can we look at these?
Yeah.
So these are like
sealing machines. This is only and the East Coast, only me has the machine, nobody else.
I see here you guys do everything. You have the fabric rolls.
Yeah, we cut it, we split it, we sew it. Come and show some of the machines, new technology we have it here.
So guys, here are the panels of the fabric, and they're actually sewing. These are newer machines, guys.
New machine, new technology. Can more automate my production. All the machinery. Bottom hole. Look, very one.
Yeah, so what is this?
This is a shirt, right? This is how I receive it to create the real piece. They send me a sketch. I'm the one doing the rest. We create the pattern, we do the modeling, we do the fitting, and then we do the real sample.
So do you create all the tech packs?
All the tech packs. Yes, all the tech packs over here.
Yeah.
This is the pen.
This is crazy. So all these are tiny.
This little piece we have to be stitching together. First we create on the cut system, and then we printing over there, and then we cut it. Yeah.
What program is this?
We took a cut system. Yeah, it's like a software. We bought it similar to Gerber. Everyone has Gerber or Electra, but we like Stuka because it's easy for us to work.
So this is what a hoodie looks like deconstructed.
Deconstructed. This is a hoodie how it comes now when we have to do the sampling.
Good.
Step one, right here you want to expose your screen, get your artwork going from the highest detail. Then we move right over here. This is where we have all the transparencies get burned into the screen. So after you have your coat, you have your transparencies being burned, and that's when the magic starts. So this is a machine that basically exposes light into your screen. This is the transparency. So when you have the transparency, you want to put it into a fresh screen. Right here, you see, it's just a mesh, different mesh for different details. You want to coat it, and then once you coat it, you want to take this, and then you want to expose it in a machine like this. This is basically what gives the whole entire design is burned into your coat. And then All the detailing gets washed out there. And then we go to the foam part, the printing, where you add the colors and where the branding comes alive. This is a manual press, bro. So this is like, you know, when we're doing like a minimum of 100 orders, whether you're a brand that you're looking to start with 100 orders, 50 orders, this is something we'll be working on, you know. But then once you get to a bigger order, you don't want to be doing everything manually. You know, you could be here every day, right, Wilson?
Yeah, that's right. We have like an automatic machine, so it's going to be like faster instead of doing by hand, because your hands sometimes get tired. It's not going to be the same consistent. So that's why we bought the special machine, which is complete fully automatic.
If anybody doesn't know, this is the dryer, bro. This is like one of the most important details right here. If you don't do it right, if you don't dry your designs right, that's when you get the cracking. That's when you don't get, you know, you're able to stretch it. You didn't cook it right, bro. You got to learn how to cook your designs. And sometimes when you're working on multiple colors, you know, you want to pass it through here, because if not, then you're just not going to be allowing the plastisol to dry and build the design on top. Very key, bro. Very, very key.
And what is this, all the different colors you guys have?
Yeah, so, you know, here we have water base is more like, say for instance, it's a lighter material. It just sinks right into the fabric. You know, it kind of gives you that feeling when you wash it. You don't really feel any like material or like the printing on your shirt. It's a substitute for discharge. Like, you know, back in the day, people were using discharge. It was just going right into the garment, but that was like, you know, very hazardous, led to cancer. So water base is kind of a solution towards that to keep that same smooth feeling. Plastisol is basically, you know, plastic being dried. It goes over the fabric. It definitely has longevity. You can create probably like a shirt with the right screen printing. It will last you 100 years, bro. Anything being made here, we're trying to create stuff that will last 100 years. Maybe one day you're gonna be finding this stuff in a thrift store. You're gonna be finding this stuff, people rocking it. That's the goal. So this right here is conveyor machine. This is most key. If you don't cook your screen printing right, all this detail, all this doesn't matter. You're gonna have some shirts cracking, falling off. You know, if you sell to one consumer just once, that's no good business. You wanna create something that people will keep coming back.
So let's say I have a new brand and I have a logo and I wanna get it embroidered. What are the steps?
Send me the file, something like this, the file called DST. So once we have a DST, we send to digitize to the Tajima software. Of the Tajima software, we come over here, we do the embroidery. It's so simple, this one, really simple, extremely fast.
Is there a minimum for this?
No minimum. We can do one piece to thousands of pieces.
Let's say I wanted to get 10 pieces, one color. How much would that cost around?
Like $10 each piece. Very cheap, very cheap.
Thank you.
If you give me like 1,000 pieces, it's gonna be like $2, $3.
And what is a thread count? I see like there's a number. If you could explain thread count to somebody.
This is how many stitches going to be totally for this logo, right? This logo, it's like 1,800 something a stitch, but right now it's like 1,600. It's almost done. You see this one?
So more stitches means more expensive.
More expensive. If it have like 1 million of the stitches, 1 million, it takes like 7 hours to do one logo. So they pay me like a good amount for this, because almost like half day.
For one piece.
For one design, or one just design. But many colors, different colors, like 15 colors.
So I feel like your factory specializes in like crazy pieces, like
Crazy
luxury
pieces, yeah. I used to do for all the design, like Alexander Wang, Jacobs, Calvin Klein, Tommy Hilfiger, Messi, and also for Neymar Jr. girlfriend, I did a leggy with so many printings and embroidery. But just like fast, they need like if you come today, Wilson, I need this for tomorrow, we'll make it.
Essentially everything everybody else says no to, you say yes.
Yes, yeah, that's my goal. I was just playing, just come with this idea. I said, I have a blanket over here, right? I feel sad to throw in the garbage. I said, no, I have to make something. And I start thinking, and then I said, okay, let's make it a crew neck. And I start doing the crew neck. I want to be like sustainable. I want to be like help to the planet. That's how I create this. But yeah, I make a dress for her. It was for the show. It was the show. It was like 8 o'clock, and we were still working like 7 o'clock.
Oh my God.
7:30. We need more information because we didn't know some of the waist, and they sent me at the last minute the waistband. So that was like 15 minutes to do it.
Wow, that's crazy. Oh my gosh.
Do it, yeah.
You guys have slept in the factory?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, only one time, so many times. Because the show is like for tomorrow, and we are still having like even like 10 more samples to do it. So we're having no time. We have to sleep over here. Work 1 hour and keep working. Now, because I learned all the techniques from all the designers, now of course, right, this is my dream of my family, and everybody else just like, I don't even sleep. Sometimes I don't have nothing to do at home, just come here to work. The advantage we have in this factory is we have all the technology, all the machine, and all the skills. Yeah. If someone wants like a denim jacket, we're here. If someone wants like cargo pants, denim or corduroy, we are here. If someone needs like a shirt, or screen printing, or embroidery, we're here. We're here for them. to do like right away. That's a good thing over here.
With the creatives,
Yeah.
you're gonna need social media, we're gonna be here. You're gonna need email, we're gonna be here. Like, you know, we're really trying to figure out the whole entire process and be able to help any designer out there.
When you're manufacturing overseas, the lead time takes a long time. That's
Yep.
another advantage of in the US, I'm assuming.
Yep, so like, you know, being able to work with us, the lead time is very short. If you need something like literally in a short notice, we're able to work with you and come to a solution. You know, sometimes we've been able to work for fashion shows that literally we had to have everything ready by that morning, and the next thing you notice, the models were walking down the runway, Jerry Lorenzo in the house. You know what fashion is at a high standard, and the fact we're able to provide that for the designers is a huge honor we have.
If you were a brand starting today, what would be your advice?
You have to create something for a community. To give you an example, an anime community. You don't have to start from zero. This is something other brands won't tell you. People buy social media accounts that already has an anime following. You buy it, you put on some polls on the story, you get some feedback. They're gonna tell you exactly what product they want. You go in there, you change it around, you hype it up, you get some influencer marketing, some seeding, and bro, you can take anything anywhere.
So one thing you were telling me earlier that I thought was interesting was that brands actually make things overseas.
Yes.
Some things might not come out perfect and they'll bring them to you guys to fix. Could you tell me a little bit more about that?
So here's a perfect example. Like, you know, they didn't like the length, they didn't like the finishing touches at the bottom. So one quick solution was like, how can we, you know, like not make this a loss but a win? So we were able to turn them into shorts. We don't have any examples right now, but this whole entire thing was turned into a short, and then they were able to go back in, do their creatives, do their marketing rollout, and it went from a loss to a huge success. You know, it's something we enjoy doing, whether it's like a hassle, whether, you know, you didn't create it in here, you can come and, you know, we'll advise you, we'll see what solutions we can come up for you and take it from there.
That's dope. Eric talks about that a lot, guys. If you have what he calls a stinky fish inventory that doesn't move,
Yes.
you can always spice it up, change it up, and make it a win. So who am I here with today?
My name is Javier.
I saw these shorts you guys made. Could you tell me a little bit more about these shorts?
Yeah, sure. First, we dyed it on a single fabric, and then we took a picture of the whole pattern, and then we created this by sublimation. This is hand dyed, and we use some mesh here as a detail. Another masterpiece would be this one. This is a double patch. It's a double fabric on a tote bag. All the designs are made here. We have the designers here.
One thing I think that's really cool about this factory is you guys do printing, embroidery, sublimation. They have a whole cut and sew area here, really A to Z for your garment. So if you guys want to make something crazy and not wait months overseas, this is a great place to come. How many stitches was this?
250K.
250,000 stitches. How long does something like this take on the embroidery machine?
I'll say like 3 or 4 hours.
Just for one piece.
Just for one piece.
I don't know if you guys can see on camera, this is different fabric. This isn't like a pink print. This is separate fabric that's sewed into the garment. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then we do the embroidery over here.
And embroidery.
Embroidery, yeah.
So who am I here with today?
My name's Bree. I've worked with NYC Factory for probably the last decade or so, where I pretty much learned everything from the ground up.
What do you specialize in over here?
I do product development, so I work with brands, or brands come to me when they need to bring their product to life. So they come with a sketch, an idea, a reference sample, a broad range of things, and I help them create the actual prototype. So I'll do fabric sourcing, trim sourcing, I'll work with pattern maker.
That's amazing. I see you have all these fabrics. Could you break down what this is
So
on
this
your
is
desk?
just one particular vendor that I work with. They're US based and they have all different types of fabrics, different colorways. So I do all different types of hats. I do apparel.
Wow, so you guys really import all of the fabric here and then cut it, sew it, do everything from scratch, from nothing.
Exactly.
What's your favorite fabric, I guess?
I like working with denim. Denim's fun. You could just do so many different types of washes.
Being in this industry for so long, if you could go back and give yourself advice when you were just starting, what would you say?
I would say you did the right thing. I quit corporate America and started working with a small business, and it's been really rewarding. So it's colleges and everything.
Guys, the interesting thing about this factory is that they have a screen printer, they have an embroidery setup, they have an entire cut and sew area. Like, they really do the full A to Z for manufacturing. They even have these YKK zippers, pretty dope. This factory was actually in New York City when it started, and then they moved the factory to New Jersey, and that's where we are now. It looks a lot bigger. It's probably a lot bigger than what it was before, so they probably expanded. It's also probably less expensive than being in New York City. The fact that they're in Jersey is a big plus. It's also crazy seeing how buying one machine and starting with one machine can turn into all of this. And we've toured other factories in LA. I will say, from interviewing the owner of this factory, you can tell he really loves it. Like, he does this because he just loves clothes and he loves making clothes.